Welcome to the next episode of the discussion on why belief thrives where justice collapses. So let's see what happens when law stops working. In the last part, I said something that might feel unsettling. Here, that law no longer restrains that power. And that, more often than we like to admit, it follows it. I want to stay with that idea for a moment. Because questioning law feels dangerous to many people. Law is supposed to be what keeps chaos out. So when someone suggests that law itself may be weakening, the instinctive reaction is fear. That reaction makes sense. When I say law stops working, I don't mean that laws disappear. Courts still exist. Police still enforce rules. Parliament still pass legislation. What changes is something subtler. Law doesn't vanish, it becomes selective. And once law becomes selective, it stops being law in the moral sense. A functioning legal system does not depend on punishment alone. It depends on predictability. The belief that the same rules will apply tomorrow as they did yesterday. And to everyone. Law works, not because it is powerful, but because it is boring. You shouldn't have to wonder how the law will behave. The moment you do, trust collapses. When powerful actors realize that consequences can be negotiated, law begins to bend. Not loudly, not overnight, quietly. Think about how ordinary people experience law. Delays, procedures, fear of making a mistake. Now compare that with how powerful institutions interact with the same system. Teams of lawyers, negotiations, settlements, exceptions. These are two different realities. When people notice this difference, not intellectually, but emotionally, something shifts. Law stops feeling like protection. It starts feeling like a performance. This doesn't only happen locally. It happens internationally. That when laws apply strictly to weaker states but become flexible for stronger ones, law loses its moral authority. And people look for something else to hold on to. Something older, something louder, something that doesn't pretend to be neutral. This is not where belief begins. Belief was always there. This is where belief is activated. Belief steps in when people feel unprotected. Not because belief is true, but because belief is certain. Law asks you to wait. Belief tells you who's right. Immediately. When law becomes unreliable, belief becomes powerful. And power has always understood how to use belief, especially when law can no longer do the job alone. In the next part, we need to talk about what belief becomes when it is recruited by power. And goodbye for now. See you in the next episode.